In the deep dive, all this month, the 7 News I-team has been reporting on the work being done to protect children from online predators. Last week, we took you inside the Cyber Crime Center run by the Department of Homeland Security Investigations.
That is where forensic analysts and investigators work tirelessly to rescue kids being abused online, exploited there, and put the people responsible in prison.
That's right. And tonight, investigator John Barr turns his focus to what those experts tell us teens and parents can do to protect themselves and their families. John?
Well, Michelle and Josh, we all know the dangers online have changed. Whether you're a parent trying to protect your child or under 18 and navigating social media, you need a defense strategy. Just over 2 years ago, the Department of Homeland Security created one. It's called Know to Protect. It's a campaign that's already disrupted online predators and empowered families with the tools to fight back. Inside Homeland Security Investigations Cyber Crime Center, agents from the Computer Forensics Lab.
Welcome to HSI's Victim Identification Lab.
To the Victim Identification Lab pursue their jobs knowing they can't rescue every child, identify every predator.
When we wait for a cyber tip lead to come to us, we're on defense, we're on our heels.
That's where Kate Kennedy comes in. 2 years ago, Kennedy spearheaded the launch of the Know to Protect campaign.
When predators are targeting a child, they're most likely going to go after the most accessible child that they have to them.
So they'll look at their social media, they'll look at their school, they'll look at the pictures they're posting.
Know to Protect is a public awareness effort that recognizes there's a lot coming at kids every time they go online.
What does enticement look like? What is grooming? What is sextortion? What is financial sextortion? Now the rise of sadistic online exploitation.
Meet Kendall Carter. Kendall is spending 30 years in federal prison. Want to know why? For over a year, he used multiple fake online profiles of teen boys and girls to meet kids.
19 seconds is all it takes for a conversation with a stranger online for your kid to take a dangerous turn.
19 seconds?
19 seconds. We produced a PSA based on that statistic.
KnowToProtect.gov has a whole library of resources designed to help, like the Internet Safety Checklist, which, among other things, encourages setting all apps, games, and devices to private and limiting followers to friends and family your kids know in real life.
Think about all of the training we give kids before we put them behind the wheel of a car. Driver's ed, months of a driver's permit, having to drive with an adult, and yet we give them a phone for the first time with 0 guardrails? That doesn't make any sense.
There's also a family online safety agreement, a contract between parents and their kids that includes conditions like, we will talk before downloading new apps. We will also talk about how to safely use new apps, like not leaving an app to chat privately with someone or meeting someone in person. The danger is more pervasive than you might think. According to the nonprofit Thorn.org, 36% of young people before turning 18 reported receiving solicitations for sexual images from online-only contacts.
The FBI is tracking at least 36 suicides, teenage boys who have taken their life because of a financial sextortion predator. Sometimes they are taking their lives within hours of contact.
The stakes could not be higher, which is why it surprised us to learn of the size of Kate's team. 3
federal employees total and a very small contract support team.
That's right, 3 full-time people. Were you all impacted by the shutdown? Mm-hmm. So you're telling me the arm of the federal government that educates people on what they can do to prevent online sexual exploitation, we didn't fund that?
I don't believe so, no. The answer is no. But we won't stop. We're not going to stop with this. This is the most righteous work there is, and we believe it's a preventable crime.
And we learned just today from Kate Kennedy that for her, this work is personal. In 2017, her former brother-in-law was arrested for possession and distribution of child sexual abuse material. The episode, Kennedy says, shattered her family. Michelle, when the opportunity arose for her to work on this project back in April of, or early part of 2023, I should say, she leapt at the opportunity. She felt compelled to act because of what had happened to her family.
Wow, so she has that personal story driving her to do this work. I'm wondering if there's any evidence that these educational programs, this approach by the Department of Homeland Security is actually working. Do they have anything tangible to point to?
Well, it's hard for them to know, what crimes they may have prevented. It's impossible to track that, but let's just take HSI's Project iGuardian campaign as one example. This is a program where agents make in-person presentations at school assemblies and elsewhere. They've already had 158 cases where kids have come forward and said, something happened to me or something happened to my friend. And those disclosures, Michelle, have led to 115 actual investigations.
So those are 115 lives potentially saved.
Potentially.
Yeah, right there. Okay, what about the warning signs? Because I know a lot of parents are watching this and uncertain what's going on in their teen's life. A lot of the times the teens won't even talk to their parents. So what are some telltale signs that you may need to ask even more questions?
As a parent who raised two teenagers, I can relate to this. Well, Kay Kennedy told us the number one sign is withdrawal. If your child is not participating in school or family activities, are they spending too much time in their room? Is there a change in their appetite or behavior? Are they secretive and defensive about their online activities? All of these are potential red flags, and it really underscores the need for parents to check in with their kids and talk to their kids about what they're doing online, because today, more than ever, going online can be a dangerous place.
Yeah, that open dialogue is so important.
Huge.
John, thank you so much for your reporting.